vacation time. Much going on in the world, in our families, our neighbors. Let's just take a few seconds to think about those things that need attention. Okay, thank you. Number 3 will be the discussion and possible board action appointing an individual to the vacant school board seat number 5. We have what?
Excuse me. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
We have nominations for 1 year an appointment for seat number 5. I'd like to have nominations from the board right now.
A 1 year?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they'll renew it
just-
next year.
Just to,
Oh, okay,
it would just be till
finish,
the end
finish the,
of this. The reason
Yeah.
for appointing, is it okay, I can share this?
Sure.
The reason for appointing someone right now is at the time when the seat was vacant, our person didn't get down to get filed. And so he still is interested in staying on the board, and if you appoint someone in that position, then when the elections come around again, then whoever is in this seat will have to run for office.
And nobody else also ran.
Right,
Right.
no
So it
one
wasn't
else
just
ran.
that he didn't,
Right.
but nobody else did
No
also.
one
Right.
did, right.
I would like to say Wayne Bales.
I second.
that was your job.
Catwell.
I'm sorry.
Yes, absolutely.
McKinney.
Yes.
Cook.
Yes.
Ramirez. Yes.
Okay, nominations are closed. We'll do number 4, the oath of office for the newly appointed board member, seat number 5. Mr. Bales?
I appreciate it, I do. All that's my fault. Do you have those? Okay. Okay. I, Wayne Bales, hereby declare under oath that I will faithfully perform the duties of school board member of Indiahoma School Board to the best of my ability, and that I will faithfully discharge all the duties pertaining to said office and obey the Constitution and laws of the United States and Oklahoma.
Welcome back.
You pronounced me a board member, right? Well, glad to
Okay,
be
the
back.
next one will be number 5, and that's the board reorganization. And need nominations for the board president.
Now's your turn.
I nominate Wayne Bales.
Second?
Welcome back, Mr. Bales.
You haven't voted.
In all your
I haven't voted.
You can't.
Do we go by these individuals?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, we're gonna let's go ahead and vote on Mr. Bales, and then he will be authorized to do the rest of them.
Okay, so it was McKinney that motioned and Cook.
No, John.
John.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Second.
Okay. Bells.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Catwell.
Yes.
So we'll be-
McKinney.
Yes.
Cook.
Yes.
Ramirez. Yes. I'll get it.
I don't want to be left out of
That's
it.
okay. Just another yes, so
It's one of those things where you may not totally agree, but you just go along.
Oh, he's gonna do it.
He's
Okay.
authorized now.
Okay.
Mr. Bales,
Okay, now I
you will
guess
do
we
the
go,
other board members.
now I guess we go to the vice president. Are there any nominations for vice president?
Who was vice president?
Me.
You?
Yeah. let's do
He did a
John.
good job.
Not
Just
me.
John?
Huh? No.
No? I make a motion that Mr. McKinney be vice president.
Is there a second?
Yeah,
Oh,
I thought you were, but I will.
I'm trying to be nice, I'm trying to be democratic.
Don't change it up on me, I already got
Bells.
diplomas coming.
Yes,
Catwell.
Yes.
Cook.
Yes.
Ramirez.
Yes.
he just demonstrated his abilities tonight, so I feel confident.
Lack thereof.
welcome back. And then, now it would be, board clerk.
I make a motion for Erica.
Second.
Bells,
Yes.
Cadwalader,
You
Yes.
got a job.
McKinney?
You got a
Yes.
job.
Cook?
You got a job.
Sorry, Erica. Well, if y'all don't know it, the clerk is,
Busy.
busy. They do a lot more signing and stuff than you would
Checks and
imagine. Okay, thank you all so much.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
You know, I was telling somebody the other day, I enjoy coming to the board meetings. And that's a great thing.
Must have been one.
Okay.
We enjoy having you here, Wayne.
So we've reorganized, that's 5, now we're on down to number 6, the hearing of public delegation, and Mrs. Dow, as many of you know, her father, who's a great guy and quite a community leader, has passed away, so she's not gonna be here tonight, but she sent a statement that she would like to have read, and I could try to assign it to somebody else, but they'd probably mute me on me and not do it, so. I first want to thank you all for, this is Mrs. Dow's words. I first want to thank you all for donating the time and effort to give to assist Superintendent Vogel on making decisions and supporting our school. I wanted to speak this evening to address the Ag Ed Farm and Ag Ed program in general. The new security cameras are amazing, and we appreciate and thank the board for their vote to install them at the school farm facility. The topic of the gate at the barn has been a hot one for board members for a while. I do wish I could get on board with you all that it is a nice security measure. While it is aesthetically pleasing and does offer a nice border, it really does not provide one bit of security. Not only is it not a security fence or gate, many people from the community have the combination to enter the facility, which also is an issue. I have zero desire to argue about this issue, as I have a plethora of other pressing items and issues that need my attention and concern. As being a single ag teacher school, the reports, competitions, meetings, meeting the everyday needs of the livestock and everything else that comes with being a teacher never ends. This is literally a 24/7 job, and I might add, it's a 12-month job. That were my words. I do support the position and opinions of my show families in this matter, which you will also be hearing from tonight. My solution is the Ag Department will provide their own powered and coded gate to the facility on the east gate. The sports people can use the west gate with whatever means they choose for entrance. This way, there is no confusion on who is responsible for the gate. On another topic, I am dispersing my numbers to you all. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, I encourage you all to contact me. I would also like to invite you all to the barn when we get new animals for the next show season, so you can see what our students and myself are accomplishing. This past year, we had 31 livestock projects. That's fantastic, which I believe is a rising number from the past. I'm excited to continue to grow the livestock program as well as other programs FFA has to offer. We are also having our first agri-science fair on Wednesday, April 16th at 1 in the afternoon. I hope you can all attend. Thank you for your combined support. That's a very nice letter, and I do appreciate her taking her time to do that at this time. Okay.
we do have another public delegate.
Oh, and we do have another public delegation,
Yes.
and I'd like to read us our rules for that, just in case somebody out there in the cyber world is curious. Citizens are encouraged to attend regular, special, and emergency meetings of the Indiahoma Board of Education and are allowed to address the board and to comment as allowed under this policy. Public comment is allowed only at a regular meeting or at a special meeting declared to be a public hearing for that purpose. A public comment at regular meetings is allowed for two purposes: to respond to an item on the action agenda or to provide comments regarding topics not on the current agenda. citizen comment. Speaker's comments should be shorter than 3 minutes, but in no event shall a speaker have more than 5 minutes when providing comment. If an individual is providing a comment on an action item as a citizen comment, the time will be counted separately. The board president may interpret and terminate any presentation not to be in accordance with the guidelines set out by this policy. For example, if the person providing comments uses profanity or other abusive language against board members, or if the speaker attempts to present comments regarding an issue in a pending lawsuit. The relevant guidelines are described below and outlined on the paper and electronic forms the public completes when signing up to speak. The board president may also, after a warning, preclude an individual speaker from addressing the board at that meeting and or at the next regular meeting of the Board of Education for violation of the guidelines set out by this policy. Okay, public comment guidelines. School board policy, state law, and federal law establish separate and distinct procedures and forms for the resolution of employee grievances, employee complaints, employee suspensions, and terminations, complaints against individual employees, pupil suspensions and appeals, political campaigns, and litigation. To avoid circumvention of these separate proceedings and to assure fairness to all parties concerned, no person will be allowed to speak regarding the following: an issue in a pending lawsuit, a complaint or investigation filed with an outside agent, let's see, wherein the district employee or employees of or the board is a party, a pending grievance, a pending employee complaint filed with the district or an outside agency, a complaint against an individual employee, an employee disciplinary action including suspension or termination, a pending pupil disciplinary action including suspension or appeal that may reach the board. The individual dignity of board members, district employees, students, and members of the public must be respected by all speakers. Board members, employees, students, or members of the public will not be subjected to verbal abuse. And that's just kind of common courtesy stuff, really. But it's stuff you need to have and you need to have understood. So, yes. I believe you're the gentleman who was wanting to speak?
Me?
Yeah.
Brian?
Brian,
Yeah.
if you would, I don't want you to feel you're on stage, but yeah.
Stand over here.
So, smile into the camera. You got a good smile.
So I
It's a
was
good thing.
Kind of coming to support Donna on the gate thing. I got 2 daughters that show, and we use the barn, and we appreciate the fact that we get to do that. And and the gate, as far as the gate goes, it's kind of, there's so many different people in and out and different times, and it gets left open. I try to tell our daughters to make sure they shut it, especially at night. But I was just kind of thinking, like, to protect y'all and everybody, maybe we could just, like, I heard y'all talk about the contract thing or something, but I was just kind of thinking maybe just have the kids, or the parents of the kids that show, sign a waiver, saying like, hey, the school's not responsible for any of the property that we have down there, or the animals that we keep there, or whatever, that way if there is an issue. Because, the gate is, it's pretty easy to step over, and, definitely even shutting it, there still could be some problems. So I think just to protect y'all and to protect everybody going forward, that, it might be something to think about. So, and appreciate it. And our daughters love the opportunity to be able to show and use the barn, so.
That's a big part of school to me.
Yes.
You have really nice daughters.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you, please keep them here. Okay, this is on the agenda at a later time.
Yeah.
But we have some presentations waiting right now, so I'd like to go ahead with them first, and then we'll come back to this later on, okay? And you're welcome to stay. Number 7 is a presentation by Mr. McGuire and the senior class. Okay, take it away. You're gonna have to come up here too.
You gonna? Who are these fine,
I'm
upstanding
Mr.
young
McGuire.
students?
This is Nia Staten and Emerson. So they're seniors and they wanted to go on a senior trip this year. And I told them in order to do the senior trip, they need, it was their responsibility to inform the superintendent and the school board on where they were wanting to go and how they were gonna spend some of their money. So they've raised over $4,200 for this. They've spent about $1,600 in donations to the school, new surround sound system and items for the auditorium. So they have a little bit more to spend and they want to take a trip. So they get to give you a breakdown on the money and where they would like to go. All right. Do you have?
What's your name?
You got it in his pocket.
Nia? Okay.
Presentation.
My name is Emerson Bastien.
What's your
We're
first,
representing
what's your first name?
Emerson.
Emerson, thank you.
We're representing our class today, the senior class. So we plan on going to Turner Falls May 9th. The cost would be $10 a person, and there'd be 10 people going in total, so that'd be 100. And then we planned on eating at Smokin' Joe's Rib Ranch between 12 to 12:30, and then we planned to go to the Arbuckle Wilderness Park, and that's $17 a person, and it'd be $11 to feed them, so we'd all share a bucket, and then $100 in gas.
For the minibus.
And then 800 in total for the whole trip, and we'll arrive back around 4 p.m.
Can I go with you?
Yeah, you got
So-
chaperones?
So just to confirm, it's a one-day trip.
Are you paying for the
We kinda early
chaperones?
get down there.
Okay. Is that on the agenda for us to act on later?
No, I don't think.
I think
no.
they're just,
Shoot.
No, they're just
just
presenting.
telling you.
They're just
Yeah.
presenting what they're
Well,
gonna
y'all
do.
still gonna have plenty of money left to buy
It's,
yearbooks
it's
too,
a
right?
field trip, and it's not
Alright.
out of state, it's just a field trip.
So it's considered a
we-
field trip, not a senior trip.
Can we,
Well,
is there a way we can vote to
They're taking a
approve this
day, it's just
tonight,
gonna be a
like on
senior,
new
yeah.
business?
Their senior
Oh, does
trip
it
for them.
have to be approved?
How many
They were
seniors
just
are there?
presenting.
Team?
Oh, they
They
didn't,
were
we
just
don't
presenting.
actually
Only
approve it?
No, it's
but
just a
He's
presentation.
including this.
Oh,
No,
Oh,
because
you're
they're not
not
going
really
out of state.
responsible.
really, I just wanna go with them. So we don't have to vote on it.
No.
No, they're gonna do it.
Well, thank you for letting us know
But
that.
yeah,
It sounds like it's
Did you
gonna be a
learn
blast.
anything planning this? You never have enough money?
There's a lot of money.
a lot of money.
Well, good job.
You didn't-
Hey.
you didn't
That- I'll
earn-
tell you what,
didn't
that's
earn
really
one
rare.
day, did you?
That's really rare that a senior class has excess money. So good job to all of you for raising it all this time.
I
and
think we may have a
With 8
senior
kids.
sponsor here who's gonna need another
Yeah, with
class
8
next
kids.
year, and you're gonna give him one.
And thank you for the sound system that you are providing for the school, that's
Yes.
wonderful.
Well, I mean,
And a new
Yeah.
podium.
And a new
yes, and a
podium.
new podium,
Customized.
we need it.
Senior gifts.
Yeah. And you need to get something special because you had the nerve to come up here and face us all.
Really.
Thank you so
Is
much.
there
Be
enough
safe on
left?
your
Can you-
trips.
Can you work on air conditioner in the gym? You got about 2 months left of school.
We'd
Can
have
you
to
do
do a
that?
few more fundraisers for that, but they do have about $800 left over after everything's all done, everything's comes in and everything's good to go.
That's for
Um,
dessert.
Well, so we're gonna spend that. I was gonna get them a gift for graduating. They just have not said what exactly they would want, as in like a bag or a cup or something. So waiting on them to
Cash.
tell me so I can go
Gift card.
find that out.
Can't do gift cards.
Can't do gift cards, I already tried.
We're voting on
But
the
I'm-
yearbooks tonight too,
Okay.
Oh,
so.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna order them yearbooks with the money. They got t-shirts coming, for May 9th, so they can all wear the same shirt. So,
Oh.
and we need gas, that way they don't wanna be standing with me. Longer than they have to be.
What day did you say that your trip is?
May 9th.
May 9th.
We're leaving at Around 7 to 7:30.
I don't think 30 minutes for lunch is enough, though. You're gonna have
I
that
think they're gonna
barbecue
be home
sauce
later
all
than
over you.
I can eat,
Well,
sir.
it's from like
You
It
can't
doesn't take long to
like
get
one.
food down for me.
stand up and eat. No talking,
They don't,
kids.
they don't eat like you and I do.
Mia,
We sit
I
down
think
and
we
enjoy
drew your
it.
name out for a WOW name. Did anyone not tell you? Come by and get your little gift from my office.
All right, thank y'all.
That was good.
Mia,
Thanks, guys.
Stay right there where you're at, and you can talk from there.
I can't talk sitting down. I have to stand up and talk.
I think you can talk anyone.
she can. I've worked with her. She can.
Yeah, she can talk.
You guys are gonna have to excuse me. I'm not really
If
sure.
you're gonna stand, you
Who's
feel like
supposed to
coming
be
over this
getting
way so you'll be
these?
on camera?
I don't wanna be on camera.
Thank you.
Well, we want you on camera.
Don't make me laugh, cause that makes me laugh.
Can you lean up against the table? Will that help?
I'll be okay. I'll be okay.
Okay.
I'll give you a chair.
Make sure that cart, the
It's
wheels
not gonna
go.
move.
Oh, okay,
No, I'm-
all right.
The invoices, I don't know who that's
I
supposed
wanted to come
Miss
and tell y'all what the Native American Club has been doing since we started it. You know, it's a new year. We're gonna have our annual second powwow on April the 26th. I'm back into August again. And, we have a group of young men who want to sing at the drum, and we had working all year on that, but it isn't gonna be as easy as they all thought it would, because when they sing at the drum, you have to know all these many different kinds of songs. You gotta learn how to sing them. So far, we've only learned one song, and it's the Comanche prayer song. That's all we've learned. So the boys are gonna sit at the drum and sing with our head drummer, and they're gonna keep working with them. So and then we're gonna, Miss Vogely asked me to tell her something about the paper that I had requested some money for, and we talk about the Master of Ceremony. The Master of Ceremony, we have 2 this year. 2 people who's gonna be our Master of Ceremony to teach our kids how to speak to our audience out in our powwow, how to keep them entertained, welcome them to our powwow. And then when we do a session of gourd dancing, our drummers have to stop and have their drink of water. They have to rest their voices a little bit. So during that time, our Master of Ceremony talks and tells jokes to the audience. And he's really, they really have to learn a lot from all of that. So I don't care how many times you go to a powwow, you might hear the same jokes, but this person might have some new ones. So we have to find one of our kids that is willing to get up there and do that. So we try to keep some people going. Our singers, they're going to be singing for 10 hours. So our dance will last 10 hours. So they will have to, rest a little bit, and the little boys will dance. I know last year we had 4 little boys out there singing with them. And when the drummers get, how did they call it, Erica? Honored.
Honored.
And people give them money. Well, they had to split the money between all the drummers. So our 4 little boys last year, they were so excited. They had money in their hands, and they had money in their pockets, and they were buying this and buying that. So, they're learning about what the drummer is for. And the respect for the drum, how you dress, how you talk around the drum. That's what we're all trying to teach our kids. Our drum keeper, he's an important person too. He takes care of our drummers. He brings them water. He cleans their area up where they sit. He picks up the trash. He also picks up the area around the arena so that it'll be clean. And he takes care of maybe somebody who spilled water. He'll pick it up and he'll go mop it. So our drum keeper is really important. So that's what I was trying to explain to her. There's different things that go on in a powwow. And then we have security. So each of our kids are learning each of these different positions. Our security goes around the buildings. He walks all the way around these buildings to make sure nobody is getting into anything. Make sure they're not messing up cars. Make sure they're not picking up stuff. The security walks around. He walks around the arena inside the building. Our security is real important also. So I'm hoping that we can learn something from that. And our head man dancer, he'll be here for 10 hours too. He'll teach our kids how, when you get up to dance, how you dance, what you do, and how if you wanna honor somebody, what do you do when you honor somebody? Because no matter how long those men are teaching our young kids around this area, they don't powwow a lot. There's just very few in our families around here that go to powwow, so they have to learn from a powwow. So this is what we're learning from. We're learning from our powwow. Our kids need to learn that, and that also with the head lady dancer, she'll be teaching our kids all of that. So that's one thing that we're really worried about, you know, keeping these people active in our organization so they'll be able to teach our young kids, because our young kids are learning. We have a lot of 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds, kindergarten, and first and second graders who are dancing. Miss Killian, she is a new parent that came in to help us. She has made so many moccasins this year for us that most of our kids have got moccasins this year. Where we didn't have them last year, she's been really working hard on them. So we learned this all in our Native American Club every Wednesday afternoon. So that's one thing that we plan on doing. Another thing, our summer program. We had a summer program last year. We loved our summer program last year. We don't discriminate. Anybody can come as long as they're in our school. We had Deli come last year, and she was so excited. We made Indian cradles next year, the cradle boards for their backs for their little dolls. We made that last year. We had a young lady come and teach us that. So this year, on our first week, we invited Mr. Martin Flores to come and help our young ladies learn how to make leggings. Those are high top moccasins that the girls wear when they dance. And then our boys will learn how to make their own moccasins, because I want Miss Killian to rest and do something else this next year. So this will be a 4-day class, Monday through Thursday for 4 hours. The second week, we're bringing in Mrs. Florine Kirchie. She's going to teach our kids how to make breastplates. They're long necklaces that the girls wear, and the boys wear banderos. They run down along the side and they hang down. So she's going to be able to teach them that. And on Wednesday and Thursday, we have a young lady from Lawton, but she's from a different tribe. She's from the Kiowa tribe. And she's going to be teaching our girls and boys how to make earrings, because boys and girls wear earrings at our powwows, wherever they're at. And on the week 3, that's our last week, we have, Selena's going to come in. We're going to teach them how to bead on the loom. We're going to start with the big pony beads, and we're going to teach the little kids how to use the pony beads to bead with, and we're going to try to get them to make keychains. And then on Tuesday, Rosie's going to come in. Rosie Zeller's going to come in, and we're going to make dolls, little Native American dolls. And then Wednesday, we have somebody coming in. Johnny Roma's going to come in, and he's going to teach us how to make our belts, because he makes most of our belts for our kids during the year. And on Thursday, we're just going to have a fun club day. We're going to have food. We're going to have a party. We're going to celebrate everything we've learned during the year. So that's what we've been doing, and I'm
Make some fried bread.
Yes, we are going to be. I am going to teach them one Friday. We're going to have a class. We're going to make fried bread.
You need tasters?
Can adults
Anybody can come. I have been working with Mrs. Think of your name now. I've been gone.
Carrie.
Miss Carrie, because we are going to elect new princesses this year. We let the kids elect last year, but I told everybody it's not just our club, it's the school's club. Our princesses represent our school at other powwows. We need to let our school elect the princess they want. So we're working for a date where our princesses have to campaign, have to get on the stage in their regalia and speak to the kids and tell them why they want to be our club princes and how they are going to represent our school in our Indian communities.
That'll be a good experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have the Eagle Feather Day. Our Eagle Feathers came in. So we will be giving our seniors Eagle Feathers, and I would like to have it during a weekday, not on a weekend, so that our whole school can see what they get for our seniors.
We can do that.
Make it happen.
But I may not be here working with my kids, which I really miss, but I've been on the telephone with all these people working and getting everything done for my Native American club.
Do you have an extra copy of those so I could have?
I gave some, Tiana brought them in.
She was out of the office already. I have it on.
Thank you,
Okay.
It's on your desk.
thank you, Dawn.
But
I
I'm
might
really,
need that
I'm
for
really
the grant.
excited for our powwow because we have the Methodist church ladies, they're still gonna make our cakes. We've had a great deal with that. All the churches are invited. I mean, we're so excited, and we have grown so much that we have at least 40 kids every Wednesday
That's wonderful.
in our auditorium, and I have, 6 new mothers? 6 new mothers coming now.
Good deal. And a grandma.
And a grandma. Well, we
And a
have 2 grandmas coming. So we're really growing, so we just wanna let y'all know that we're working hard at it.
Amen.
Thank you.
And I hope to be back soon.
That was good.
That's great. A lot of great things going on here. We don't get to hear about them near as much as we should.
Is she the one that's making the motion?
Okay.
Yes.
That's enough, let's go home.
Oh, no, we're just getting started.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna have to roll it on.
And, number 9 is discussion, possible action on access to Ag Barn, the softball field, and the baseball field. If you don't mind, I know that, Mrs. Dow had mentioned, putting in a gate. I mean, a gate, with like a keypad or something like that is that what you're thinking about, sir, Ryan?
What's that?
On on a remote so the gate can be closed and open from inside the car?
It'd be like one you could pull up
Keypad
and
down
put a
outside
code,
the
Yeah.
window.
and then it would
Yeah.
open, yeah.
Well, how much money are we talking about there?
They're about $1,500. That's what mine was.
And would we have to have 2, one for there and one for,
The inside and the outside, right?
Donna suggested in her letter that that the ag might buy the gate for their east end, and then since the ball's not used so much, they could use the other end.
You don't
The
have to have
west
it to
end.
go in, you have it on the way out, and it should be a sensor. There should be a sensor to come back
Yeah.
out, right?
Right.
You
It
get
au-
in,
on the
and then
ins- when
when you
you're
come back
inside.
out, it should sensor
It
to automatically opens back. You
and
don't have to
locks
have 2.
and then shuts.
It automatically closes once
Yes.
you've entered.
Once
Yeah.
you get in, you're good. You do use the pad, and then when you start out, it automatically opens and then locks when you behind you.
has a sensor.
So when are they talking about installation of this item?
I don't think she said anything in there about it, but,
No.
We haven't
they
That was her
just-
approved
suggestion.
it.
I don't think they've tried to raise the money for it yet.
Oh.
But, I did talk to OSSBA attorney, that's the Oklahoma School Boards Association attorney. And he said that if we're not trying to make that safe, the school can be held liable. And it's a thing called due diligence. If you're not doing diligent and practicing your due diligence, then that means you don't care. And if you don't care, well, you're liable. And we're not, we do care. And I know you care. And Brian, we need to do something. But it needs to be, I'm just thinking for myself that everybody else on the board I know has different opinions.
I know
And I'll shut up.
the gate was questioned, the fence and the style of fence, the type of fence, however you wanna word it, was questioned. It was hopefully a deterrent for somebody jumping a fence. But it was a deterrent for somebody driving through.
Mhm.
That's what the style of fence we went was to stop somebody from driving a vehicle in and loading stuff up, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so like I said, anybody can jump a fence. We've had people jump the fence for the playground,
Mhm.
climb over the fence. So any kind of a fence can, unless we're gonna electrify it,
No.
somebody is gonna crawl over. We're not gonna ever stop that. But we can say, if somebody is in there that has no reason to be in there, you are trespassing.
Mhm.
So that was my thoughts on that.
Yeah, if you've got just the gates open, it's just open to public access.
Right.
And it's just like our playground here, we can't make it open to public access, but the city park down here, they can.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they don't have
Probably
that
need some
degree of
more
liability.
signage.
Yeah, you know, we probably need to sign authorized personnel only.
Yeah, some signage on both ends and stuff.
And that's a, you know, a common sense is if there is
Because
a
otherwise,
fence,
even if they're
I
trespassed, they
probably
can say,
shouldn't
well, there's
cross
no
the
signage,
fence.
it's
Yeah.
open. It's
And
like,
somebody can pull a car in behind that bar. And, you know, your daughters go down there and they don't know by sitting there, somebody's in there waiting on the road. It's,
This started a couple, 3 years ago, when we did have those buildings broke into down there. When the electricity wasn't any good, there wasn't any paint, there wasn't a good roof on there. And, our process is what we're trying to do is protect your investment. And also we want some security for your children that are in there, if they're in there by themselves. I
And-
don't want any young lady down there by herself, or a young man, out in that open area like that. So the board, we got together, we decided, well, we're gonna put a good fence around that thing. So we spent several $1,000s. That's because someone did in fact go in there and steal a bunch of your equipment, and they've damaged the concession stands, and they've done other damage in there. The point with a locked gate is if they do that, it's breaking and entering. That's burglary too, okay? So the consequences stiffen up considerably, and the inconvenience would only be, we're gonna try to make it even better with a keypad instead of a combination lock or a key. I don't want any one of them. I like the keypad thing.
Yeah, I mean, cause what we run into with my daughters is having a hard time getting, like, one day the gate was, the combination lock was froze. You know, they weren't able to get, so then they had to jump the fence to get in there.
Yeah.
You know, they're coming in and out of there when it's dark and they're having to pull out on the road. and
Right,
get
but
out,
when
go
we
shut
got
the
them
gate.
gates shut, it's gonna take a vehicle to go in there and pull that stuff out of there, or steal an animal.
Right.
You're not gonna carry a cow out past that gate, put it in the truck.
well, just somebody go ahead and let your sheep or your.
But we
your
wanna
animals
show,
loose.
we wanna show not only the OSSBA, the state, but we wanna show the insurance company that we are doing what we can to secure the area, make it safe for, your expenditures and equipment for the kids that are in there, and to, stymie somebody just on a whim. So I'm gonna go in there and see what's going on and find something and wanna take it.
Yeah.
That's what happened before. I personally on the board, I'm not gonna put up with it. We're gonna lock the gates up because it's for your protection.
But is there a way, Ms. Fogley, we could find some money to put in on those gates?
Like now? Is
Yeah.
that what you're
Yeah,
talking?
get-
Go ahead
just-
and release
instead
some
of putting
funds
it
now.
off and saying, well, someday,
Let me,
somebody's gotta start.
let me do some looking and
creative.
some, yeah, see if we come up with something.
Does that include,
I have a,
does that
I
include
have
the
a
gate
solution.
too?
What's that?
I have a solution to all y'all's problems.
What's that?
You've got money.
I have money. If everybody will keep buying our hams and turkeys and pork loins, the Booster Club will pay for that.
So we can get that
great deal.
started.
Great. So is it,
ASAP.
they're gonna actually replace the gates, or will the gate stay there? They'll
I
just
think
have
the
motors?
gate stays there.
I
I think
think
they
the
just add
gate's probably
motor on,
good.
and they have that
I mean,
work.
there's different options, cause some of them are like on tracks that slide.
Yeah,
back
I don't
and
know.
forth.
There's cantilevers, there's all different kinds of
Somebody
We'll
gates.
have to
have an
figure it
arm.
out.
I think most of the time on those kits that they buy with the keypads and the openers, I think the gate actually
Okay.
is.
The
Comes with it.
$1,500 I was talking
Yeah.
about was just the arm and the pad and all that. Hopefully we can use the
So,
gate that's there, but
The
I don't
Booster Club
know.
is gonna handle.
Yeah.
Good deal. Thank you,
Well,
Gary.
so-
Thank you.
Is
Mr.
this
Monroe,
something the Booster
would-
Club would like to look into and?
Would you be the one that would know what kind of gate you wanna put in there?
Or Donna.
He's the one
Or
who
Donna.
fishes half the stuff at the barn that it brings, so probably.
Okay.
I mean, yeah,
If you
I
could-
mean, I'd love to be involved in
Water's
it, yeah.
deep, that'd be
If you can come up with something that's within the range that we're
Yeah.
talking about, and get that gate, we do gates or gates.
Whatever. I mean, we can get
We
together.
talked about an east-west thing.
Oh, no,
It would
she's
just be
just,
for
that's
the
just
ag.
for the
It's
ag.
just
just
that
that
one
one
right
there.
there.
They're
Just
just
that
gonna
one
do
right
the
there.
one that has to be open all the
Yeah.
time, which is the ag.
Okay.
And so they'll do that one, and we can still use the combination on the baseball and softball.
Right.
Okay.
Because
That's
they don't
good.
really
And
play
if they
softball.
have a unique combination for the people,
Just
cause
the-
a lot of them,
Uh-huh.
you can by person give it, you'll know.
Who's got it?
But again, if it automatically closes, that takes care of the
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
But that's the reason for all the cameras, but a lot of money been spent on cameras down there.
Yeah, that's been great, I mean, yeah.
And
we
it's
definitely-
to get the guy that's not supposed to be in there.
There has to be something on it, unless.
And it's
the
it's
inside,
keeping
it
your stuff
automatically
safe.
opens
It's a
on sensor.
solar system, solar thing, or Miss Fogley's is.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it comes back, I mean, 'cause like when you drive up to her house, you hit the code, you go up, the door, the gate shuts behind you, and when you come out, as you're coming back, you kinda slow down and the gate opens
Okay,
back,
so-
you drive out and then
Oh.
it
It's
shuts
a
behind
sensor,
you.
yeah, so that's
Yeah, and I think
What's
most
the
of them
solar
have
panel
solar
or
powered.
something like
The
that?
only other thing we could do is have Wayne stand down and open it. He's the
I knew
newest
somebody'd
member.
come up with
He's the
that.
newest member of the board.
I have to say, thank you, Booster Club.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so, all right, then,
All right, we get it done as soon as we can get the, what you gonna do?
yeah, before the prices go up.
Yeah.
Cause all that stuff may be imported, you know?
Yeah, 104%
Move quick.
tariff on China's gonna squeeze somebody.
This is a good
Just
solution,
discussion, right.
and it's exciting that our FFA program is growing, and that's great, that's fantastic.
Everybody here is on the kids' side. There's
Absolutely.
not really different sides. It's everybody's on the kids' side.
Same side.
Uh,
Okay.
Okay,
That was easy.
then, we don't really need to take action on that, right? Okay, cause the Booster Club's gonna do that. Number 10, consent agenda. Now, and it gets boring after this, so if you wanna hang around and hope for a little entertainment, that's okay, but if you think you've had enough excitement, you're.
Thank you for
All
coming,
right.
thank you for speaking.
Thank you.
Thank you, folks.
What were you saying?
Number 10 is consent agenda. All of the following items which concern reports and items of a routine nature normally approved at a board meeting will be approved by one vote unless any board member desires to have a separate vote on any or all of these items. The consent agenda consists of the discussion, consideration, approval of these items. Vote to approve minutes, approve April encumbrances, approve or disapprove April payroll. Was there another page to this?
There's several pages.
How about just make a motion to
Oh,
approve?
there's
Yours
nothing
should
on
be
the back.
Oh, yeah.
stapled together
Make
in your
one.
folder.
Oh,
I just make
my
a
bad.
motion to approve the last
Yeah,
week's agenda.
you moved to approve
Last
the
month's
consent.
agenda.
We do need to make an amendment to E, child nutrition. It needs to be,
Which one was that?
240, to be line E for child nutrition.
Okay,
We need to amend that
and
to
change that to, fund.
240,
oh,
no, the number 0.
change the number 0 to,
Yeah, to 246. I have it in my.
okay.
246 or
No,
two?
to,
Or 46.
Yeah.
Oh, 240, I got you
Purchase
now.
order.
No, just
Change it
46.
to
24,
46.
to
Yeah.
number
28,
24.
T-O-O or?
Four,
No,
six.
24.
T-O or
Yeah.
T-O-O.
Okay, so
T-W-O.
hold on, say that again. What are we?
changing the number to 40.
Now we're gonna have
That's
a
to
spelling.
24, sorry.
Change the
24. I have my
zero.
numbers
T-W-O.
You gotta have the right code, kinda like when you file insurance with the doctor. If you don't have the right code, you pay.
Okay, so let me ask a question about the POs. The Cotton Electric, is that, so you pay like one time per year, or what is that?
No, so that's a blanket requisition, so like we did one at the beginning of the year for 20,000 and we're almost at that
Oh, okay.
mark, so.
Okay.
That's just to
To
cover for the end of the
next
year,
Okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
Okay.
I just based
Good
off the
question.
estimate of our monthly average is
Okay.
between 3,500 and 4,000, so I just highballed it with ACs coming on next.
Well, that's what I was trying to do.
I move to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
with the changes.
With the changes on E.
Oh,
By
including the
acclamation.
amendment to E to change it to Fund 24.
No,
PO.
It'd be
PO.
PO,
PO, okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
46, isn't it?
24, I said it
24.
Oh,
backwards.
you said it.
Okay, so Bell's, you motioned, right?
Yeah, that's me, I'll make that motion.
I second it, second. Bell,
Yes.
Catwalla,
Yes.
McKinney,
Yes.
Cook,
Yes.
Ramirez.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries. Number 11, Assistant Principal Report.
All right.
Lots of
Okay, April events. Oh, just for your information, we are on the countdown. There are 25 more school days. 25!
Not that you're counting.
Not that I'm
Not
counting.
anybody's counting. No.
All right, April events. The TSA State Conference in Norman is tomorrow and Thursday. That's Miss Yoloa's TSA, and I believe she's taking 6 students to that. Of course, we have the We Are Indiahoma 5K, 1 mile, and senior stroll. That's Michelle on April 12th at 9 a.m. auditorium. The FFA banquet is April 18th at 6:30 in the auditorium. Indiahoma Cheer Squad Easter Dessert Crawl is April 19th from 11 to 3 in the auditorium. And the Indiahoma FFA Booster Club are selling hams and pork loins right now. The pickup date will be the April 19th between 1 and 3, so you can come pick up a ham or go get your desserts and come order a ham or a pork loin and have, all kinds of goodies for Easter. And the Indiahoma, as Lena was saying, the Indiahoma Native American Club's 2nd annual powwow is April 26th from 2 to 10. That will be in the gym. Well, I think it'll be kind of all over the place, but in the gym. And then our athletic banquet rounds out the month, April 28th at 6 p.m. in the auditorium. We got a busy April.
I have a copy of that.
Oh,
I
yes.
believe there are 29 kids, students from the school that are gonna be walk, run, strolling
Oh,
for
okay.
the 5K.
Say
Yay.
that one more time.
29, I believe 29. I was really wishing more kids would, because it doesn't cost them anything. They get this groovy T-shirt, but
29's great.
That's
29's
a lot.
good, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of them were the little ones, the little kids, not as many high schoolers. So,
That's
yeah.
not cool to stroll.
That's good.
Yeah, but they could run. They could run, they could walk.
Yeah. This
But
is-
anyway, glad to have it. I'll be glad to have that over.
I think I'm willing to do crawl.
Thank you, ma'am. Doesn't sound like you have anything to do.
No, nothing.
Okay.
Crawl
number
and eat a
12,
piece of cake sounds good.
Superintendent's report.
Okay, I've talked with Erica and I have 4 left, and so I'm doing 2 tonight and 2 next time.
Okay.
And so tonight, we're gonna take a look at student services to start with. So, we have student services, and when we think of student services, there we have so many areas that come to mind. And all of the student services are catered to support our students, to student success. We have the Native American Club that you heard about tonight, and that has been so successful. We have SCA, they meet monthly and have a meal and a guest speaker. We have student recognition. We recognize students of the month, and then if students do something above and beyond, they get a WOW card. We put that in the basket, and at the end of the month, we draw, and they get the big prize, which is a $15 gift certificate down at the Hometown Cafe. We have the student services is the student newsletter, and the students prepare that. We have student live streaming daily where they do the Pledge of Allegiance and the Oklahoma Pledge and the Warrior Creed. And once a month, I get on live streaming, and that's been so much fun. I do In the Know with Mrs. D, and we do usually a mythical story that teaches a lesson. We've got the Great Plains Technology Center for our students. We have the Gifted and Talented program. We've got our FFA, which is really being successful this year. We have special education. We've got under that heading physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech and language, and we have counseling. We have concurrent enrollment. We had one student a couple of years ago that graduated from WSC with a degree and then graduated from Indiahoma High School the next day. So the kids can get concurrent credit from colleges, and Carrie's really good about pushing that. Teachers offer tutoring in the morning and at noon for students that would like to participate. We provide a safe learning environment for our student services. We have strong relationships with our parents. Our athletic programs are really very good. We've got basketball, volleyball, track, and hopefully we'll get some baseball and softball going in the future. We've got our aviation program, and you all heard about that 2 sessions ago. And it's wonderful. The kids love it. They're learning about drones and all kinds of important things and jobs and careers that are available in aviation. We've got TSA, and they participate statewide. Do you have any questions about our student services? Okay, then we'll move right on into community relations. The Indiahoma School, to many of us, is the epicenter for our area. And I feel that way and have forever. One way that we establish great community relationships is through the fundraisers that we host. And one of our most exciting fundraisers is the firefighter fundraiser. Our firefighters put their lives on the line for our community. And we're so happy that we're able to host the fundraiser annually here at school, and it's been extremely successful. And again, thank you, firefighters. Other fundraisers that build the community relationships are the FFA fundraisers. Like now we're gonna get a gate thanks to one of the FFA fundraisers. We have the Native American fundraisers, sports, and they're all worthy recipients, and they continue to build relationships. I try to maintain an open door policy, so hopefully parents and students alike feel free to come in anytime to talk to me about any concerns or positives. I love those too, thereby establishing good relationships. And we have great relationships with our Indiahoma businesses. We purchase our fuel at Chuck's Corner. The Indiahoma Hometown Cafe has been wonderful to help us with a lot of our projects. And the city of Indiahoma has partnered with us in the past on grants, and they're always willing to assist us. And we have a great relationship with C&I Gas. If we ever have a leak or we smell something odd, we just call Jeffrey, and here he comes and helps us out. And they furnish our propane. We have partnered with WSC Altus and Cameron University for numerous grants and projects. And the Comanche Nation's been wonderful and supportive of our school. The EMTs leave a bag, usually it's in the superintendent's office at school during basketball season, and we've always got at least one EMT here during the game in case of an emergency. So we have wonderful relationship, and we appreciate them so much. In conclusion, it's so important to have a good relationship with one's community, as we all need each other to be successful. Thank you. Any questions on that?
Very well done. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for all the hard work. Yeah, in the preparation. Okay, number 13, discussion regarding board members' CEUs. I know I need all of them.
Okay, everybody is
Don't
caught
need to
up
get
to
mine.
now, except Mr. Bales has to start all over. He has to start all over, so other than
I know the
that.
feeling.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I took care of that. All right,
Let's just sit at the computer and get her done.
number 14, discussion and possible board action to approve or not approve seniors being able to purchase yearbooks for each senior with senior activity funds. There's about $800, no, not quite. They said they had 800, we have that.
Yes, a yearbook, I called the OSSBA just to make sure it was okay for them to do that. And he said a yearbook can be seen as a tangible and lasting memory of the seniors' time together, which aligns with the purpose of the fostering of community and celebrating achievements. And that, yes, that would be something that we could approve.
Sure.
How much are those books a piece?
45? Are they 45?
45, 48.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Around 45 a piece.
And there's how many?
There's 8.
There's 8 of
So
them.
that's half their extra money.
I make a motion to approve the seniors being able to purchase yearbooks with their senior activity fund.
I second. Bells?
Yes,
Catball?
Yes.
McKinney?
Yes.
Cook?
Yes.
Ramirez? Yes.
motion carries. Number 15, discussion and vote to approve or not approve the school calendar days and hours for the year 25-26.
Okay, I think you all have a copy of the calendar in your folder.
And attached to the calendar is the.
And attached is the hours, right? Carrie and I worked on this today, and we're
Nikki.
changing.
And Nikki.
And Nikki, oh yes, definitely Nikki. And we, are changing the hours a little bit. Instead of starting at 7:30, we're gonna start at 7:45, and we still get the 1080 hours and minutes in. And, school would start August 7th and be out May
15.
the 15th. And we got everything in. We have our professional development in and our, teacher-parent conference. Everything is kosher.
So we,
We'll still go 5 days the first semester, 4 days the second semester.
Okay. No, I do like the thing on the Monday being the, you know, the dark day instead of Friday. I think that's a, yeah.
So far, our parents love it, and our students and our teachers, it's really been a, kind of a plus.
Yeah.
I make a motion to approve the school year calendar for year 25-26.
I'll second.
Bells?
Yes.
Cavallo?
Yes.
McKinney?
Yes.
Cook?
Yes.
Ramirez? Yes.
Motion carries. Number 16, vote to approve or not approve the revised IPP Indian policies and procedures for year 2025 and year 2026.
We normally do this in April, and I got ahead in February. I've already approved it, so we can just pass that one up.
All right.
I apologize.
Been there, done that. All right, number 17, vote to approve, not approve, or table continuation of contract for school year 2025-2026 with Allied Laboratory for mandatory drug testing.
This is a copy of the contract, and it's the same every year with the Allied. They call us or they email Nikki and lets her know who's to go over and have the drug test.
Who's the lucky boy today?
Right, right.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a
Yeah,
have to.
We gotta have a contract with somebody on that, right?
Right.
Yeah.
How much is
And
it?
they're pretty much the only ones
Anybody wanna see it?
How much is
that I'm aware
Usually it's
of.
50 to 60. It just depends what they're testing.
Yeah.
Yeah, what they're testing for 'em,
Yeah. So like if they have them go in and do the breathalyzer and urine analysis, then that's, I think, 65.
Yeah.
And if
a
it's
little
just
bit more.
the urine analysis, it's like 50.
Okay, thank you.
So hopefully nobody's gonna go in with alcohol on their breath. I mean, come on. Well, if I do,
Those are
then.
random.
Is there discussion of number 17? Is there a motion?
I motion to vote to approve.
Second that motion.
Bells?
Yes.
Cavallo?
Yes.
McKinney?
Yes.
Cook?
Yes.
Ramirez? Yes.
Motion carries. Number 18, vote to approve or not approve the application for temporary appropriations for the fiscal year 2025-2026.
When Bledsoe Hewitt sent this to us, they sent the wrong amount, so they sent a new one, so we need to change the amounts to, the general fund would be $2,302,052. And the building fund is $74,078, and child nutrition is $166,790. So I don't know why they sent the first one. I don't know what happened, but anyway, they sent a second one that had the corrected amounts on them.
And these are the corrected amounts?
Those I
Read-
just called out.
Can you read
Do
those
the general fund.
Yeah, read,
What was it?
3.
Okay, general fund was $2,302,052, $52.
Okay.
And then the building fund was $74,078, $74,078. And then child nutrition is $166,790.
They didn't make any errors in our favor, did they?
No, they didn't,
that
it went
one
the
in
other
half.
way.
yeah.
I think what the numbers they gave us were the numbers for this year. They just forgot to.
Oh, they
Yeah,
forgot
The
to put them on.
estimated, yeah.
Yeah, I bet that was it.
Yeah. It's, yeah.
Anyway, those are the corrected ones.
I make a motion to approve the temporary appropriations.
Second.
Bells?
Yes.
Cavallo?
Yes.
McKinney?
Yes.
McDonald.
Ramirez? Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna say yes too.
No.
I said cook.
Mac cat ball.
That's
Ramirez.
McCook.
Bit confused?
We all need to have a drink.
A lot going on.
Okay,
And this is why you like to come here?
that's why I love to come here, that's right. Okay, number 18 carries. Number 19, vote to approve or not approve supplemental appropriations for the building fund budget for the 2024-2025 of $40,460.12.
That was our red bud money,
That was a red bud money. Oh, good.
yeah.
That's nice. It's a
Yes,
nice
that
amount.
is.
That red bud comes in handy. And that's the stuff from that we get back from the legalizing medical marijuana, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I vote to approve the supplemental appropriations for the building fund.
I'll second.
Bells,
Yes.
Catvaller,
Yes.
McKinney,
Yes.
Cook,
Yes.
Ramirez. Yes.
Okay. Number 20, vote to approve or not approve the service agreement for occupational therapy contract for Ashley Robertson Therapy Services LLC for the school year 2025-2026.
She's the same one that's provided for us this year.
Same time, same
Uh-huh.
amount.
Okay. Well, okay. I move to approve.
Do we know,
Got all of
was
it.
the amount the same?
Yes, it's 75, isn't it, per
Which
hour?
one is this one, occupational?
Yeah.
This
That's-
one's 65 an hour.
65.
Oh.
And then 55 cents per mile.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
that's right, she did the mileage.
65 per hour?
Yes.
And 55
Per,
cents a mile.
per student. Yeah.
65 per hour. Okay. And how much, well, mileage sounded like what IRS likes you to.
They actually are doing less. IRS current is 70 cents, but they're doing 55
Oh,
cents.
well, that's cool. Okay, well. Is there a motion on number 20?
I make a motion to approve the service agreement for occupational therapy contract for Ashley Robertson Therapy Services for school year 25-26.
Second.
Bells,
Yes.
Catvaller,
Yes.
McKinney,
Yes.
Cook,
Yes.
Ramirez. Yes.
Motion carries. Try to do things with things at once. Okay, number 20,
It's not on it.
1,
Hers is 70.
Okay.
vote to approve or not approve the service agreement for physical therapy contract for Catherine Jean Moody, contractor for the school year 2025-2026.
Hers also is 65. per
Hers
hour.
is 65.
Mhm.
And
And plus mileage,
Yeah,
Also 55.
65.
yeah.
Oh, no, the mileage.
Oh, yes, mileage is the same. isn't it?
She just put, paid drive time.
Oh, she does it on
Which is-
windshield time.
yeah.
huh? That's more expensive than mileage.
She doesn't come very often.
Yeah.
She's got somebody else that comes in.
She does it with an aide. So are we paying
And the
that
aide-
much for the aide?
The aide, no, the aide is
If it's
local.
windshield time,
Okay.
she drives an hour.
Yeah, she's from Cash, I believe,
Okay.
so.
Okay.
It's very few
Yeah,
students.
usually
It's not-
the assistants are,
Hers, their average for what are we talking?
they're not that much cheaper though, an assistant.
No, they haven't charged very much. Usually hers are under 500. Cause she comes once a week.
Yeah. Okay. Is there discussion of number 21? I move to approve the service agreement for physical therapy contract with Catherine Jean Moody for the school year 2025-2026.
I second. Bells,
Yes.
Catwallet,
Yes.
McKinney,
Yes.
Cook,
Yes.
Ramirez. Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Number 22, vote to approve or not approve the service agreement for speech therapy contract for Southwest Speech Unlimited LLC for the school year 2025-2026.
And there's a 70 an
There's
hour.
a 70 for speech.
No increase.
What?
There's no increase. That's what
No,
it was.
No,
Okay.
I think they're
Is there
harder to,
mileage on that?
Yes,
Yes.
it's 70.
I think they're harder to find than the physical.
Yes.
yes.
Not many of them. It's a tough,
No.
tough program. It's a master's level thing.
I make a motion to approve the service agreement for speech therapy contract for the Southwestern Speech Unlimited LLC.
I second the motion.
Catvala,
Yes.
or sorry, Bells,
Yes.
Catvala, McKinney,
Yes.
Cook,
Yes.
Ramirez. Yes.
It's been a long day.
That's been-
Yeah, and it's still going. There we go. We're working on it though.
What is,
Number 22,
Christie?
23.
carries. Number
Oh,
23, vote to approve or not approve the service agreement for psychometrist services contract for Christy Barnett, contractor, for the school year 2025, 2026.
This is on an as-needed basis for our,
Right.
special education department. So we have to have a psychometrist. We're lucky we've got Christie at Great Plains.
Oh, yeah, that's a,
And hers varies according to how long it takes to test a child.
yeah.
Yes, she tested for intellectual ability in addition to behavior and
Probably
tendencies.
all
or-
of the above on, like the WISC
You
and,
get an IQ.
Sheriff,
and the Woodcock. I think they still use that, don't they, Carrie?
Does she charge by the hour? Is that how that's done?
I think it's
by
per
the
the
test?
test.
Per test.
It
Yeah.
depends
And
on if
then-
she depends on the age of the child, which test you have to do. I mean,
Yeah, how
it just
many?
varies, yeah.
yeah.
And
She
for what reason, too.
charges for the test and then separately for the consults.
Mm-hmm,
Right.
yeah.
But again, they're very hard to come by, so.
And if you're gonna help a kid, you have to have it.
Mm.
I mean, if you want the money, you gotta justify it, and that's the way you justify it, so. I move to approve.
I'll second it.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry, I cut you off.
No, that's fine. You are just fantastic. Thank you. Let's
I
go.
told you was fantastic.
Okay. Bell,
Yes.
Catball,
Yes.
McKinney,
Yes,
Cook,
Yes,
Ramirez. Yes.
fantastic one.
making Nikki laugh.
Motion carries.
Making Nikki laugh.
Okay. Number 24.
Move to approve.
Oh, yeah, I'm not approving that until we get some chocolate milk. We keep saying
Where were
that.
you
It's
at
the
when
only
we got
game in
some?
town. What are you gonna do?
Where was I at?
Yeah, we got. You weren't here. I don't because
Oh, I
We
was
had-
probably in Oklahoma City for some,
You got chocolate milk and you weren't here?
I guess.
We all got.
I've only missed
where
one
were you?
because I
Yeah.
was
it was
eating
last year. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember how we got it. I think Trish had saw the
Maybe he dropped it
recording and
back
she.
as
I'm not, I'm gonna.
Me and John. we
Anybody
filled up.
second it?
All right.
I'll bring you a
It's
Highland
been a
meal.
long meeting.
Chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk.
Vote to approve or not approve the bid from Highland Dairy for the school year 2025, 2026. You know the year's coming to a close when you vote on Highland Dairy.
I want to approve the bid from Highland Dairy for the school year 25-26 because Highland makes the best chocolate milk.
And they're pretty much the only show in town, really.
Yeah, the only one that goes for it. I second the motion.
No, Dory seconded.
But, yes.
No, it doesn't matter.
Erica.
Oh.
I'm trying to help you.
Catball.
I'm just helping.
According to
Yes.
Derek. Derek is a
Yes.
connoisseur of chocolate milk.
Say yes.
Yes, absolutely.
We'll have no more
Yes.
sidebar conversations.
Sorry.
You know, we keep and have
Sort of
fun
get you
like
in
this, they're not gonna wanna pay us anything.
If we could table number 25 until next time,
Oh, yeah.
because all of our, little surveys are not in, they're due the 11th.
You have my grandson's name on that, right? Even though he's not in district?
Right, we've got him
What would the
down.
tuition on that be for non-district?
150.
150?
We're gonna double that to 300 for Bryson.
We gotta put up with, you
we
know
got-
Bryson, right?
Hey, think about it. We got a gate to pay for.
Yes.
I just spoke purple.
And I
Well,
don't know for
we-
sure if
but
Donna,
he's not our student.
That's right,
So-
okay. Well,
and we're
forget it.
thinking that Donna may not want to do it and she may not can because she's
No.
now a 12-month employee,
Yeah.
so we may have to.
Yeah.
That
If
double
we have a
dipping.
lot interested, if not, we may not be able to have it.
So
this
calling
summer.
anybody out in
So it's 150
internet
per
land.
student regardless of where they go to school? But
If they
Indiahoma
pay
gets
the
priority.
Priority.
Yeah.
Until, yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
But we need
Call
the driver.
Elon
You
on
wanna
that
go
one.
do driver's ed?
With some of these, no, absolutely not.
What kind of certification do you have to teach that?
I think it's a driver's ed
license?
certification.
You have to have a
Yeah.
license and a really good life insurance policy.
They're not gonna go that fast on the track.
On a tractor, yeah, he's gonna come on a tractor.
Well, I hope we can find somebody for that. It's a real good thing for kids
Yes,
to have
it
somebody
is.
whack
And a
them up.
standard transmission with no brakes.
And I know our current teacher would
Especially
whack them
pop the
upside the
clutch.
head. All right, so we're gonna, do we need a motion to table?
Well, we could do one, then we'll be legal.
Yeah, I'm gonna move to table number 25 till the next meeting.
I'll second. Bells,
Yes.
Catwalla,
Yes.
McKinney,
Yes.
Cook,
Yes.
Ramirez. Yes.
Okay. Number 26, discussion. Motion carries on 25. Number 26, discussion possible board action to approve OSIG resolution to bind insurance company effective July 1, 2025. And OSIG stands for Oklahoma
State
Oh,
insurance.
Insurance.
School insurance.
School
Group.
insurance
Oklahoma
group.
Schools Insurance Group.
Okay.
And they just, we've got to answer some questions about our facilities and different things, and this is just kind of binding us in, so we'll have insurance.
Yeah.
And we'll get the big
And then they'll
packet
tell us
later.
how much more it's gonna cost.
Right, if it doubles like it did last year.
Are they pretty much the only one?
They are the only.
They are the only one, so I will make a motion to approve Oklahoma School Insurance Group to bind insurance coverage effective July 1st, 2025.
I'll second. Bells,
Yes.
Catwalla,
Yes.
McKinney,
Yes.
Cook,
Yes.
Ramirez. Yes.
Motion carries. We're getting to the end, people. Hang on.
We're getting close.
27, vote to approve or not approve or table the gifted talented education plan for 2025-2026.
And this is identical pretty much to the last one, just changed the date. Our plan is, we still use the same method to identify our gifted talented students. And, we still, get money for each child that's been identified, so.
And each teacher has things in their
Yeah,
lesson
they have
plans.
to provide additional kinds of things to motivate our gifted talented
Enrichment.
students.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Not punishment work, enrichment work.
Right, enrichment.
And sometimes it's alternative,
Right,
Yeah.
right,
I guess. Yeah.
absolutely.
I make a motion to approve the gifted and talented education plan for 25-26.
I'll second it.
Oh, I'm getting that, sorry. Bells,
Yes.
Catwalla,
Yes.
McKinney,
Yes.
Cook,
Yes.
Ramirez. Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Number 28, vote to approve or not approve or table the Indiahoma Public School Procurement Plan for 2025-2026.
And it's the same procurement that we use every year for the child nutrition, the food procurement.
Annual review. Again, you know you're getting close to the end of the year. Other questions?
Does anybody want to say it?
Amen.
I make a motion to approve the Indiahoma Public
Thank
School
you.
procurement plan for
That's a good
25-26.
idea, this back, yes.
Second.
Bells,
Yes.
Catwalla,
Yes.
McKinney,
Yes.
Cook,
Yes.
Ramirez. Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Okay, number 29, vote to approve the renewal of contracts for certified personnel listed on Appendix A for the 2025-2026 school year. And I just have to find Appendix A here.
It should be right behind your agenda.
Oh,
Should be stapled to them.
Yeah, it's attached to your agenda.
well,
And these are all of our certified employees that, sign that they are gonna be returning.
Okay, all right. So it does not include the people who indicated they would not be
They're leaving,
returning.
right.
Okay. I move to approve the renewal of contracts for certified personnel listed on Appendix A for the 2025-2026 school year.
Second.
Bells,
Yes.
Cavallo,
Yes.
McKinney,
Yes.
Cook,
Yes.
Ramirez.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Number 30, move to, vote to approve or not approve the renewal contracts for the certified temporary personnel listed on Appendix B for the 2025-2026 school year.
And these are the certified, temporary certified employees who are still on temporary contracts for this approaching year,
Okay, and there,
who've said they're gonna return.
So are they still working on getting certified?
Let's see,
No?
some of them have
Who is?
One.
temporary, but they are working on getting those.
There's only one that's working on it?
No, they're all
Oh, they all
working
are.
on it, yes.
There's one that's only
Em-
emergency certified.
Emergency certified, right. Temporary, they just haven't
They
been
just
here.
haven't been here for
2, 3
2 or
years.
3 years.
Right.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
gotcha.
they haven't,
They're not here the third year yet.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
no. So,
All are certified, they just haven't been here long enough to be called.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
One of them is emergency certified though, and that's the one that's working, I presume, on their,
Yeah.
Yeah.
getting their final one.
thank God for them all.
I make a motion to approve Appendix B for 25-26.
I'll second it.
Bells,
Yes,
Cavallo,
Yes.
McKinney,
Yes.
Cook,
Yes.
Ramirez.
Yes.
motion carries. Number 31, vote to approve or not approve the renewal contracts for the support employees listed on Appendix C for the 2025-2026 school year.
And these are all of our support employees who said they're gonna return.
I'll tell you what,
And we have some really good ones.
Yes, we do. I'm gonna move to approve the
Second that.
renewal contracts for the support employees listed on Appendix C.
Bells,
Yes.
Cavallo,
Yes.
McKinney,
Yeah.
Cook,
Yes.
Ramirez.
Yes.
32, consideration and proposed executive session to conduct ongoing superintendent evaluation as identified in accordance with the provisions of 25 OS Section 307B1. You've got one more section to do, right?
Mhm. You wanna just,
Why don't we, can we just forego the executive session tonight, or does somebody really want to express something? And you just have to do it tonight.
Do we not have to say something about, don't we have to address the two
No,
items?
we don't have to go into it if we don't want to.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we
y'all
can just,
could evaluate
all
them
four
all
of them
four of them.
together.
the only thing on there that we could discuss is her evaluation.
That's what I thought we were.
Yeah, so we can,
Yeah,
but we
I-
can do
yeah,
that.
Actually, I would, like to
But that
wait
would be a
till
table.
next
Yeah,
time.
yeah, okay,
then
all
you
right,
can just do
so
all
not
four
being
at
any
one time.
objections, we're gonna wait till next time on that.
Table.
So do we?
It doesn't, we don't, it's just proposed.
It's just proposed.
So we're now,
You have
we
to
can
do it.
skip 33, vote to convene, and then we can skip number 34, which is return, since
33
we
is a
didn't go
vote.
out.
33 is a vote,
Oh, well,
We never-
okay.
We never went in.
Oh,
but we got to vote.
well, yeah, we
Oh.
gotta do,
Vote to
okay,
not-
I
To
move
not
that we do
convene.
not
Okay,
convene,
okay,
we
okay.
do not convene into executive session. Thank you very much.
Very good, John. He learned
Somebody
his
will
training.
second that? I move that we
Second.
do not convene.
Bells,
Yes.
Cavallo,
Yes.
McKinney,
Yes.
Cook,
Yes.
Ramirez.
Yes.
All right, thank you for catching that. Okay. Now, so which we didn't go, we don't have to come acknowledge return. And number 35, new business.
No,
Okay.
no, because we amended
Okay,
that
all right.
number.
We're good.
New business.
That looked like the
New business
finger
going
or
once,
face.
twice, thrice
Well, I
gone.
just remembered.
No, that leaves us with 36. Vote to
Mhm.
adjourn.
I vote to adjourn.
Motion.
Darren
I'll
made a motion.
second it.
Somebody.
Get out of motion.
All of us at one time.
All of you.
Bells?
Yes.
Catvala?
Yes.
McKinney?
Yes.
Cook?
Yes.
Ramirez?